I got special guest today. Hannah Muller. Yay! Could you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, so my name is Hannah Muller, and I grew up at FullBellyFarm and have lived here for all 28 years. I went away to college and then came back after college, and about 6 years ago I started Full Belly Floral, which offers flowers for weddings and events. But I'm the second generation here at Full Belly.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah.
Your profile.
Oh.
You are most pretty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. That's it.
Okay, so I have a few questions for you.
Yeah.
And then, so question one. How many kinds of flowers are you growing?
We grow over 100 different types of flowers.
So many.
Yeah, lots and lots. We don't grow them all at the same time, but we start in about January, the first flowers start, and then go until about November, until the first frost.
Oh, I was thinking you guys stopped the picking flowers.
Yeah.
Okay, I still...
Yeah, we are still picking a few, and usually right around now, the flowers stop and we get a frost, and it kills all the flowers.
Oh, I see.
But for some reason this year, they're just growing and growing more and more. So we have a lot of flowers out there, but we want to start making the dried flower bouquets and dried flower wreaths.
Like for wreaths and things.
Yeah.
So flower products are the best on the farm this summer. Right? So which one is the best seller?
Sunflowers. Sunflowers are our number one bestseller overall. But then our top 5, I think, are probably ranunculus, which are an early spring flower.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah, looks like a rose. It's really beautiful. And then we sell a lot of calendula, which is the orange flower, and we sell, oh my gosh, let's see, what's our other top ones? Yeah, sunflowers is definitely our number one. Yeah, and then the rest are usually spring flowers. We don't have too many like zinnias are a really good seller, but we don't have too many summer flowers that are like our top.
So how many? So how many kinds of flowers are you like in summer?
In the summer, probably about maybe like 30.
30.
Yeah.
So I don't have enough knowledge for growing flowers.
Yeah.
So which season is the best?
In California?
In California and for growing flowers. I'm thinking maybe spring.
I think it depends on your climate. So here we can grow for almost the entire year, whereas other places you can't grow year round because they have a long winter. But we that's why we're so profitable with our flowers, is because we can grow and plant things in the fall and then get really early flowers in the spring. So I would say summer is very good here, and then spring is very good.
That's nice. Yeah, I'm so glad to win.
Next year.
It's like hard, like in hard work. So growing sunflower and the picking sunflower is really hard work.
But it's not as hard as tomatoes. Tomatoes, you have to stake them. You have to crawl down and pick them. Sunflowers is easier.
I can tell about for Andrew. Okay, so and then where are you selling those flowers? Like for grocery store?
So most of our flowers go to grocery stores. So go to wholesalers that then resell them. So to grocery stores, to NorCal, to RDC, which is Whole Foods. So a lot of our flowers go there, and some flowers go to smaller stores. but mostly to like the larger stores that resell them. Yeah. But my flower business specifically is for weddings. So I do. It's more client. Like I get to know the client, and then I drop off flowers for their weddings. Yeah. So it's both things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So, the flower is an important story of FullBellyFarm. And then, so can you talk about the relationship between FullBellyFarm and flowers?
Yeah.
I heard that Dru started FullBelly's biggest event, Horse Down.
Yeah.
For selling Wreaths. So I just wanna. I want to talk about it.
So I think it all started with my mom. She started growing flowers all 37 years ago, or however long the farm has been. And she started it just in her garden and just a few flowers to sell at the farmers market. And then she slowly has grown more and more flowers, and now it's gone to be about 12 acres of flowers, so a big operation. And I think, I think the flowers are very special because they're very different than most of the other crops. It takes very keen knowledge to know when to pick things and how to bunch them and how to make them into beautiful bouquets. And then they also brighten up people's day in a very different way than vegetables do, I think. And my mom started making wreaths about 30 years ago as well with her best friends in this room. And they would do it mostly to get together and to have time to spend together, but also to make some money in the winter because in the winter there's not much growing on the farm, so they needed a little bit more income. So that's why the wreath room was started. So that's also why the Hose Down started, which is a big festival we have at our farm, and this is one of the most special spots at the Hose Down because it's filled with wreaths that we're selling and also the dried flowers. And there's one flower called Sweet Annie, which is this one, and the smell of it always reminds me of the Hose Down and of fall because it smells very, very strong.
Last year I was bunching this flower.
It smells, it's like it stays with you. Yeah, maybe when you leave Full Belly, it'll stay with you. Oh, do you want me to talk about weddings and events too?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So when I moved back from college, I started doing weddings, and I was doing about 30 a year, just me.
So before you started like wedding event something, so nobody is doing.
No, nobody was doing that at Full Belly, and so I saw a disconnection between people in the community and people in our valley who were getting married and having celebrations. We were sending our flowers to the Bay Area and to Sacramento and to other places, but the people in this valley weren't getting to enjoy the flowers. And so I thought about arranging our flowers in a more sort of special way that then could be given to people at their weddings or for celebrations. So that's why I started my business. And it's a really good money maker, the wedding industry, because you can make a bridal bouquet and sell it for $200, whereas a mixed bouquet goes for about $6. So it's a little different.
Making money. So now like Hollywood start, they are doing like farm weddings.
I just started. I had one wedding when I moved back from college, all lined up. It was somebody who was getting married here, and I did that. And then she told all of her friends, and then her friends told their friends, and soon I had a good business. So I think that's mostly just word of mouth. So, and then this year with coronavirus, I haven't done any weddings. So it's all been working with the farm, doing the cut flower business.
So now I think it's getting like popular. Like the farm wedding is getting popular in Japan too. Because like Hollywood star, some famous person is doing at the farm.
Yeah.
So so maybe I wanna do that business
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Also, when I get married, maybe I wanna do
At the farm.
at the farm.
Yeah.
Maybe blueberry at blueberry
Yeah,
farm. So.
I think that's a good one. I'll do your flowers.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's very like everything good management and also very fancy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and the farm dinners are very fun. I get to do the flowers for all of the farm dinners we do here, which is really fun because I try to make the flowers just as seasonal as the food that they're eating. So the flowers that they are seeing on the table is showcasing whatever's happening at the farm. So I sometimes put tomatoes into the flower arrangements. Yeah, or try to incorporate things that they're going to be eating into the flower arrangement.
Yeah, so like people can see like what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I know maybe I was too fast with my answers.
I think you are like talking about to me.
Yeah.
Very very simple.
Okay.
So how to learn those things maybe?
Yeah, I took one class in high school that was a floral arranging class, but then the rest has just been trying and practicing and I've taken a few classes with other florists that I really enjoyed their work. And now I teach classes at FullBellyFarm, which is really fun. That's my favorite part I think of my business right now is having people come and they get to harvest the flowers and then they get to arrange the bouquets and then they get to eat food from our farm as well. So it's the whole experience and getting to see the flowers out in the fields, which is very different than most florists. They pick up their flowers from a wholesaler or from San Francisco flower market or somewhere else, but not actually seeing the flowers at the farm, which is very different. Yeah.
So how many people coming usually?
About 15. Yeah. Yeah.
So how often is it?
Last year I did 2 of them. I did a spring one and I did a summer one. And then we do our wreath classes, which are very fun too. So everybody comes and gets to pick the flowers that they want to arrange in their wreaths too. Yeah. And that my mom has been doing for over 30 years as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so my mom was taking like Japanese like landscape, like Japanese ikebana doing. Yeah. I was learning a little bit, but I could I showed you, but I forgot everything.
No, ikebana is a really beautiful style, and I would like to learn it because I feel like my bouquets are very full and a lot of things going on, but ikebana is very much about the simplicity and finding the style in just a few flowers, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, so very simple.
Yeah.
And people making like very close tea.
Yeah.
And drinking and then information about
I love that.
Flowers. Yeah, it's so fun, but but I forgot everything.
And then in terms of my wedding business, it's a little bit more complicated because I usually meet with somebody in October and then they don't get married until the next year. And so I have a lot of emails that I send to them and vision boards and I have a lot of things that take a lot of time.
You need to remember things. Like,
I've got binders for everybody and a lot of notes, and then the week before their wedding I harvest the flowers and then I arrange the flowers and then I drop off at their wedding. So it's almost like a year-long commitment with one person. So you have to charge more because you have a lot of time that gets put into it as well. Yeah.
It's so awesome.
It's a lot of work, and I'm kind of glad to have a break during coronavirus because it's making me feel a lot calmer.
I see. Also, you will keep doing like those stuff like every year.
Maybe not quite as many as I was doing. Because it's a lot of pressure. Because it was just me, and so it's a lot of pressure. And I love working with we have 8 women that work at the farm that just do the flowers, and I love working with them.
Yeah.
They're very, very
I love
sweet
them
people.
too. Like,
Yeah.
they are very nice
Yeah,
to me.
they're so nice.
Yeah.
And before, I was
Yeah.
working by myself and didn't know them very much. And so this year I got
Yeah.
to know them and got
Yeah.
to help them, which has been really fun. Yeah.
So I want to ask you about, like me, when I was a kid, I've never helped my father and
Yeah.
mother. I'm a very bad kid. But did you help a lot your parents or your brother?
Yeah, growing up we had chores that we had to do, like taking out the compost for the chickens or feeding the goats or things like that, but we never like helped out in the shop or but my sister started the summer camp,
Hallie.
Hallie. And when I turned 11, I started working there. So every summer I would work there until I was about 24. I worked there. So that was sort of my main involvement with the farm. But when I was very little, my mom would be harvesting flowers, and I would be out there playing with them as well, because she had me on her back, or she had me, playing, just like Waylon,
okay.
runs around.
Oh my god, it's good fun.
Look at you. I think that's how I fell in love with flowers. Was when I was really little. I loved walking and playing in my mom's garden. I was homeschooled, so I had a lot of time to play around here. Yeah,
Waylon and Oak is they bloom.
Yeah, and you learn a lot when you're little just by doing little things like that. But I still, when I moved back from college, had a lot to learn. Like, I didn't know all of the names of the flowers. I had to learn those, and that was very.
At college.
No, when I got back, I kept on asking my mom, "What's this?" Because I wanted to know all of the names of the flowers. Yeah.
Maybe the last question.
Yeah.
Okay. What is farming for you? Is that correct?
Yeah. What is farming mean to you? Yeah. Well, I think the way that I was raised was to believe that farming was having a connection to the soil and to all of the living beings around. So, and taking care of all of those things. So not just caring about the outcome or the produce, but caring about the environment, caring about the animals, caring about the soil, making sure that you're putting compost and lots of nutrients. And farming is a lot of work, and it's I've seen it be hard for my family too. I'm sure as your family, it's hard sometimes for your family, but I think there's no better feeling than picking something that you've grown from a small seed and then giving it to the world. So that's sort of what farming means to me.
Yeah, we don't have day off.
Yeah, no days off. And sometimes there's frosts, and sometimes there's late rains, or sometimes there's flooding or droughts. There's a lot of things that are out of your control, but
especially organic stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's so cool. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.